Hello MacroHeart community, welcome back. So most of you guys have heard about the Shapella upgrade or the Shanghai upgrade, which is usually known as hard fork. But today we are going to discuss what exactly is hard fork and how exactly it differs from its other version, which is a soft fork. So we all know that at the end of the day, blockchain is a set of rules or protocols, and miners are sets of computer programs who validate that these rules are being followed. And as long as the majority of the miners agree that the rules are being followed, the blockchain continues to grow. But what will happen if we want to induce a change in these underlying protocols? So there are two ways to induce such a change. One way is by bringing a soft fork, and the other way is by bringing a hard fork. So these protocol changes are in the form of upgrades to the clients of the miners. So therefore the miners need to upgrade the software that they are running in order to validate the blockchains. So soft fork consists of upgrades which are backward compatible. So this means that even if a miner has not upgraded his client, even then they can continue to validate the blockchains with the new sets of protocols. So for an example, let us say that the current size of block in the blockchain is 2 MB, and the new upgrade suggests to change the block size to 1 MB. Now, even if a miner does not upgrade to these new sets of rules, he will continue to follow the rules that goes by 2 MB block. Now, the miners who are following the latest rules will start to create 1 MB blocks, but the old fashioned miner who has not upgraded yet will see that the maximum block limit is 2 MB and the new blocks that are being generated are 1 MB in size, so these blocks are valid, so he won't have any conflict with the new protocol upgrades. On the other hand, hard forks are sets of upgrade rules which are not backward compatible. So take for example, the current block size is 2 MB, and after the upgrade the new block size is suggested to be 4 MB. So now the new miners who have upgraded will start to produce blocks which are 4 MB in size. But the old miner who is unaware of these protocol changes will reject this block of 4 MB in sizes, because according to him 2 MB is the maximum size of a block. So therefore there is a conflict between the rules followed by the old miner and the rules followed by the new miners. So that is why soft forks do not have big advertisements, because even if a miner misses out a few upgrades that are soft forks, he can still mine with the previous rules. But for the hard forks, there are big advertisements and they are celebrated so that most of the miner community and the user community know what is coming next. Although most of the hard forks are planned, some of the hard forks can be unintentional and therefore might be controversial. For example, the very first hard fork which was unintentional and it was pretty controversial for the Ethereum community was the DAO hack in 2016, which led to the creation of the Ethereum Classic blockchain. In the case of unintentional and controversial hard fork, the miner community divides into two parts, and one part follows one fork whereas the other part follows the other fork. Well, the user doesn't have to worry in case of the fork, because let us say that Alice has 1,000 of X tokens on the main chain, and after a controversial hard fork the chain splits into two parts. Now Alice will still have a copy of 1,000 X tokens on both chain A and chain B, which are the two forks of the historical chain. So therefore the question is, which fork will become dominant in future and how to decide that? Well, Vitalik Buterin suggested that in future, in case of a controversial hard forks, the entity which will decide which fork will win are the stable coins. Why? because at the end of the day, we cannot have a copy of a stable coin. There can be only one USDT and you cannot replicate that. So therefore, let us say that USDT and USDC decides to go with the first part of the fork, then most of the activity will going to take place on the first fork, and the second fork will lose its value over time. So that's all for today. If you find this video insightful and interesting, then press the like button and subscribe to MacroHard, where we are building the next economy. So see you guys all next time, and until then, take care and bye bye.